up, Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Shokugeki no Souma, Sara no Sara, aka The Third Plate, aka Season 3, Episode 17, titled The Umami Tightrope. So, where we're starting off this week is near the end of chapter 183 of the manga's adaptation, so without further ado, let's get to it. So, why are we not having Kuga being like, come on, mention the Shokugeki! Mention the Shokugeki, goddammit! Like, why are we not getting that? Okay, so at about like the 40-second mark, or a little bit before that, we're going into chapter 184. Okay? And then we got the opening song. Okay, I have to do this because I did it with the My Hero Academia anime when we had Deku going up against Swole. I gotta do it here as well. So, what I mean is I gotta compare it to TMS Entertainment's with what they've been doing with Yamushi Pedal. Anyway, so when we see Dojima Senpai, first from like the back, I will say this, though, like, and you gotta compare it to, where you compare it to is page, bottom of page 2, chapter 184. Okay, the problem I have is, or no, let me say the good things about it and then the bad. Good thing about it is I really like the line work. Line work is nice. Bad part about Dojima's animation, his body shape is not right. He's way too narrow in the anime. Like, look at it in the manga and look at it in the anime. He's way too narrow. It is driving me goddamn nuts. He's way too narrow. But I will say this, thank God, we got the Kuka Senpai expressions. It looks great. Okay, so when we see Souma and Dojima like lifting their arms like this, in the anime, I'm sorry, Souma's forearm is way too short. It is, and plus the fingers, like, there should be at least a line. It doesn't even look like a fucking hand. You could barely tell it's a hand. At least, like, it should have like a little line to tell that that there's fingers there. And again, like with Dojima, he looks way too, the body's way too narrow, and because of the line work, of how the line work is done in the back, he does not look as bulky in the back in this particular scene, and it's really, really pissing me off. Okay. So now, here we go. We're getting to the flashback here. So, okay, I'm kind of torn how we're getting this flashback right now, because we have this bright color palette, and I'm like, okay, it's a happy moment in this flashback. Okay, bright color palette, kind of understand how that's working. Like, but when we get to like the darker content of this flashback, I kind of wish there would have been, because we're not seeing it, I haven't seen it yet, we're not getting this contrast in the color palette like we should. Like, I would have loved to see like a darker contrast, like with color in the color palette. It would have been nice. And also, okay, what the fuck was with the first face of Azami? Let me give you the mark where this is at, because it is bugging me. Okay, look at the 4-minute 12-second mark. That does not look like Azami at all. I mean, what the fuck? And also, yes, the color palette granted, the color palette has, you know, muted a little bit more, has toned down in the flashback. I kind of wish it was a little bit darker, because you have because look at the 4-minute 12-second frame. Look at that. You have a spotlight there, and it's just, I just feel like it should have been darker. This shit should have been darker, color palette wise. And this was all skipped which was on page 8 of 180, or page 8, I believe. Let me just make sure I'm right. Yep, it definitely was, which was, damn it, flavorants prepared through solid phase extraction, virtual mapping development of a system, and preparing and packaging herbs that specializes in persevering their freshness. All my projects are dead in the water. Damn it, Central or not, I don't care who they are. I won't let them crush the Shiomi seminar. If this place goes belly up, she won't have anywhere to go. And then we get the agents from Central, requesting, Hayama's appearance. Hayama Akira, we have a message from Headmaster Azami. He asked that you come alone at the listed time. And then we get into the Azami scene. And I don't like this color palette. I don't like, and I gotta compare it to Yamushi Pedal because especially to when we got Komari's backstory, because I wish how Azami was being adapted was a little like color palette wise with aura. I mean, is more like Midotsuji from Yamushi Pedal, because Midotsuji, he's an asshole, he's evil, you could see, just through his movement and everything, and yes, he's like that in the manga too, but, what TMS Entertainment does is they enhance it with the animation, which, well, not just the animation, but with the color, animation and the color palette, which is what I was hoping we were going to get in this flashback, and I just don't like this color palette that's being used in this flashback. It's just freaking terrible. I can't stand it. Because, what they did in Komari's flashback, this is when Komari is meeting Mitsuchi and everything, they didn't even have, a super, they didn't have, the usual, bright-ass flashback, color palette. It was just, as bright as this. It was just, a little bit brighter than, your average color palette, than, the regular color palette being used in present time of the episode. So I'm really disappointed right now with how this is being done. Dude, that is not Azami. Dude, look at the 4man35 second mark. That is not Azami's face. What the fuck? You know what I feel like the problem is with this scene? Is that I feel like there's no energy. Because if you look at the manga, and this is something that's just really, this is just something that pattern in this manga, is you feel the aura, you feel the energy from it, especially dark, anger and shit. And I love this manga for it. But here, it just feels so empty. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it just feels empty. You know what saves this scene for me? This scene in the flashback for me is this music with, you have the you have the sound of the bell, and then you have this violin going up. Oh, the violin, the progression of the chord progression of the violin. And it's just, it's just chilling. That's the thing that is saving this scene for me. So, overall, what I thought of the flashback, I really think it could have been done a lot better. I feel so let down. Again, I think the only thing that saved this flashback was that final part of the soundtrack at the end of it. That was just, that was just so freaking eerie and creepy. Here's what I gotta say. The music at the end of the flashback, that eeriness and that creepiness, that's what I was looking for through that entire flashback, and I didn't get it. I didn't see it in the animation. Azami's voice actor, I will say this about Azami's voice actor. I wish he was voicing Kikuhara in Devil's Line. I think he would be a better voice actor for Kikuhara than the current one. But I do love him as Azami. Don't get me wrong. It's not the voice actor's fault. Voice actor for Azami is really good. It is the animation's fault. The animation didn't take it where it needed to go. For example, Remember in Main Abyss with Bondrewd? This is a better example. Remember, like, oh, fucking A. Remember Bondrewd and what we saw with Nanichi and Mitty's backstory? That you remember that eeriness we felt, that creepiness? That is what I want that shit here. And we didn't get it! It's not fair! Anime, why are you ruining this? Like, I swear to God, I feel like that we just... I'm getting to the point that we'll just never get a good Shokugeki anime adaptation. Like, come on, this is just not fair. I already have accepted we're not going to get a good Nanatsu no Taza anime adaptation. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. That anime adaptation is not doing the manga justice. It just isn't. Black Clover, I'm actually starting to get hope, especially with what Studio Period what the animators that they're recruiting over at Studio Period. I'm definitely starting to get my hopes up. We actually might get some of the fights that I'm wanting to see animated. We actually might get a decent anime out there. But, like, this is not fair, man! You see that anger that Kuga Senpai expressed? That's the anger that we were supposed to feel from that flashback. And the only type of anger I feel right now is how the way that it was fucking adapted. It's just like, what the fuck? It's not fair. Like, I don't feel like I want to be like Asami, you fucking bastard. But I just feel like, anime, you bastard, you fucked it up. You could have done something really cool and creative. Like, Studio Shaft would have done something extremely cool and creative with this shit. Go watch March Comes in Like a Lion. You'll especially season 2, you will understand what I mean. They would have done something really, really cool with this. Same with, you know what? I will even say Studio Orange would have done something really nice with this. Fuck, even the studio behind Hakume to Mikochi would have done something cool with this. TMS Entertainment. Oh, damn straight they would have done something cool with this. But, it's just really frustrating. Oh, okay, we gotta talk about this because I was waiting to see this animated, and this is at the 6-minute 40-second mark, which is and compare this to page 16 of chapter 184, where Souma says, quit, the writing, fuck you writing, you did this wrong, it was supposed to be quit looking down on people, moron. Why did you do this? Writing, you ruined it! The writing you should, unless my English subtitles translation is wrong, fuck you, man! The translation says you should stop really underestimating me. No! 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 Fuck you! If this is the right translation, fuck you! Fuck you, studio, for doing this to me! Okay, and then also we gotta talk about the rest of the shot. So first of all, the iris was way too big. Souma's irises were way too big in the shot. Souma's hair was not like it wasn't flattened enough / being damp enough, and the nose was right. Let me see if there's anything else. But God, this is really pissing me off. Let's see. Yeah, the mouth is just, the mouth is a little too big, but that's okay. The eyebrows look so weird, but yeah, the hair is completely wrong in the back, especially. It's not like, I should say the hair's just completely wrong. It's not flattened enough from being wet. And also, like, the bottom part is supposed to be sticking up a little bit. It's not. It's literally just like flat. It should be sticking up in the back a little bit. The eyebrows look a little too wide right here, but I'll give that a pass. But I think the thing that just pisses me off is the iris. The irises in the eyes. The irises are just so fucking wrong, and plus the writing. Fuck you for not saying quit looking down on me. Quit looking down on people, moron. Why did you say you should really stop underestimating people? Why? Why'd you go with that? Oh, God, that really makes me mad. I'm sorry. That just... Because when I remember reading this, and I was just like, yeah, you tell him, Souma. I love that. I love that part. But God damn it, you ruined it, anime. Oh. Okay, we gotta talk about this shot. This video is gonna be really long because this episode's really pissing me off. And I have to do it for the manga readers. I'm doing it for you guys because if you're a manga fan, if you're a manga reader of Shokugeki no Souma, you're probably feeling my pain too. So, anime, why did you go with this shot at the 7-minute 9-second mark? And this is when Souma's saying, the hell I'm gonna lose to a pathetic loser like that? When you see at page 18 of chapter 184, Souma has like his head tilted up and he looks so goddamn badass when he says it. Why did you just do a close-up of Souma's face like in the manga and do that shit? And like you could have done some really cool shit with the animation, like have something like like what TMS Entertainment does with the Yamushi pedal when like one of the characters says a lot, like when Naruko says something like a smart ass line, and like he has has the red aura like popping up, or like when Izumida says something about like being pumped up or some shit, and he has like the red aura going on in the background, like shit like that. Why couldn't you just have like an aura, like a cool ass background? Or fuck, even when in Major Second, when Daigo is saying some shit and he has a cool ass background. Like I just don't understand what you're doing. Why can't we have these angles? I wanted to see it. Like Yukihara does not look badass when he's saying, the hell I'm gonna lose to a pathetic loser like that in this shot. I'm trying not to be a manga purist here, but God, this does not look badass. Like, what the fuck? Okay, we gotta talk about the 7-minute 14-second mark when Hayama is saying that if you're so eager to suffer the defeat. What is up with this animation, man? The animation this week is just so bad. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if it's just because I've just been really spoiled by, like, artistic animation from David Productions, and minus the CGI from TMS Entertainment and from yesterday. Oh, Major Second yesterday. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been spoiled a lot by, various animes, and I just don't understand what the fuck you're giving me here, Shokugeki no Souma. This is not art. This is not what I am looking for. Reason why I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Because, like, if you look at page 19, when, Hayama is just telling Yukihara basically to bring it on, where's, like, the lines in his eye, like, in between his eyebrows to, like, show anger? Like, because he's supposed to be pissed the fuck off. Where is that shit? Just don't get it. So, we're at, like, 185's adaptation, about, like, the 7-minute, 35-second mark. And I am so disappointed right now. I really want to rage drop this anime so bad. I am so tempted to do it, but I'm not. I am not going to do it. Not going to do it. Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. Let's see. So last week I said that it was like the end of chapter 185 for the Rendao content. That was adapted. No, that was a little bit of filler, it looks like. But yeah, right now at the 8-minute 55-second mark, they decided to put the end of chapter 185 here, which I'm like, okay, but whatever. Anime, I love that you're showing us who's facing which members of the Elite 10. I think that is fucking awesome, because the manga doesn't really, especially at this point in the manga, we don't know who's facing who, minus, freaking A. Minus Aldini and Todokuro. So a nice job for doing that. I like that. The twins! Yay! The twins are so cute! And I love their voice actresses. Good pick. Yes! I forgot how much I love the twins, especially when they're like picking on Akuga Senpai. I remember reading this and I just was dying. Yes! Oh my god, I remember doing the live reaction to this chapter too. Man, I can't believe it. I'm just thinking about it. Man, I think I've done at least I think I've done over 100 live reactions or close to it for Shokugeki no Souma. Jesus, for manga chapter wise. Damn it. This is awesome. I love when I get to do like especially anime live reactions for chapters I've done manga live reactions to. This is pretty cool. Yay, you guys put the family tree out here. Thank you. I love the avatars. The avatars for the family tree are perfect. They've matched the manga. I love it. And I love fucking Rita's avatar. Her avatar is hilarious. Why haven't the twins called Kuga Midget? What the fuck? They better be calling Kuga a midget. And you know what? I don't mind that the twins are picking on Kuga sooner. I just wish they called him a midget already. You see this animation at the 11-minute 50-second mark? This is what I want creativity-wise. And this is what I kind of wish we had a little bit more of in the flashback. What I mean is contrast and color palette. And this is why, and for those that are wondering why I'm being so harsh on this anime, it's because one, I am a huge fan of the Shokugeki no Souma manga, and two is because I know this fucking anime studio can fucking do this shit. It's really pissing me off that they're not. Come on, you can be creative, and plus, Dojima definitely looks a lot better. He looks better here. I think he could be a little bit wider, but body shape does look a lot better than it did earlier in the episode, but I still think he needs to be a little bit wider. The bear meat itself looks beautiful. Oh my god, it looks so good. I can't wait to see the fried bear meat. The fried bear meat itself is going to look so freaking awesome. Dude, what's with the facial animations today? Dojima looks just jacked in the face at the 12-minute 33-second mark. Oh my god. Dude! Oh! Alright. We gotta talk about the 12-minute 36-second mark. Hayama looks goddamn awful. He looks terrible. What the fuck is going on? Hayama does, oh my god. Hayama, again, it's mainly the face. The facial animation this week is just jacked. I do not understand what's going on here. And even Souma in the face looks fucking jacked too. What is going on? The facial animation this week is just terrible. Jeez. JC Staff. For those that don't know, that's the studio name. I got to start because I'm addressing the studios directly in my other anime live reaction videos. I got to start addressing you, JC Staff, because this is getting ridiculous. What the fuck is this, JC Staff? The faces are so goddamn jacked. What is this? I'm telling you, pause at the 12-minute 36-second mark and look at page 12 of chapter 185. These faces are goddamn jacked to fucking hell. And also the animation, the movement is just jacked as well. Especially with Souma's, the back of Souma's headband. It is just jacked. What is going on, JC Staff? This is shit that, and I'm going to say this right now. This is shit that I saw probably in black. You know what? It's not as, I will say this. It's still not as bad as the Black Clover animation that I saw back in, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take that back. This is worse than what Studio Period did a few, how many weeks ago now? Jesus. It's been, this was an episode 15 of Black Clover. This is worse than that. This is worse than the PS2 animation you're giving us. This is, you know what? This is PS2 animation. This is not, doing? This is not... Dude, you are doing... JC Staff, this is worse than what Studio Period gave us when Studio Period was at rock bottom with Black Clover anime. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, JC Staff, but geez, this is terrible. I don't feel like I'm watching an anime. I feel like I'm watching a DS version of this anime. This ain't Cooking Mama. No, this isn't supposed to be Cooking Mama, no Souma. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, JC Staff, but this is goddamn awful. Okay, first of all, this background here at the 13-minute, 2-second mark, this is when, you know, Hayama's doing his explanation and shit, and the shading in the eye and over the eye and stuff. Where was this earlier? What, JC Staff? Where was this earlier in the flashback? Seriously, we need this earlier. This would have been, like, this is what I was talking about. But also, I have to point this out, and you can definitely see it in page 14. That eye is fucking jacked. Shit, again, it's not just the eye, but Hayama's face is just jacked. What is it with facial anime the past week? Or past couple of weeks, man. Jeez, the faces are just goddamn jacked. I just don't get it. JC Staff, you gotta fucking bust your ass right now. Like, look at Hayama's mouth, too. Hayama's mouth is fucking jacked. Jeez, I don't know what the hell you're doing, JC Staff. But Shokugeki no Souma deserves better than this. You see this aura here? At the 13-minute, 7-second mark? And on top of the soundtrack here? Where was this earlier? JC Staff, where was this earlier? This is the shit we needed in the flashback. I just don't get it. JC Staff, your shit don't make sense. Your madness does not make any sense. Yes, and there's methods to my madness, and yes, it doesn't make sense sometimes, but at least, you know, it's easy to understand. For the most part, it actually comes out successful. My methods to my madness may be weird, but for the most time, it comes out successfully. I just don't understand what you're thinking, JC Staff. I just don't. Okay, this is the first time, JC Staff, I have to say this. This is the first time that I don't like the animation of the food. This is not the deep fried bear meat that I was hoping that I was going to see in anime form. Go look at page 15 of chapter 185. Look how, like, crispier it looks. It looks like I would like to see, like, this looks like a goddamn, first of all, this looks like a goddamn chicken nugget. I want, like, this, it looks like just a flat chicken nugget. Where's, I'm trying to think of the right word. Where's the goddamn texture? There's the word I was looking for. Where is the fucking texture to this? There's, like, no texture. It looks so flat. Oh, these auras? Where was it earlier this episode? Where was it? Where was it earlier this episode? But, God, I feel like I'm watching a fucking cutscene for an RPG, like that's on PS2, or fuck, I'll say Nintendo DS, maybe even a fucking Game Boy Advance, but I'm leaning more towards DS, leaning towards Nintendo, fuck, I'll even say Nintendo Wii, maybe even, I'll say Wii, maybe I'll say GameCube, for that matter. Like, I haven't seen animation this bad since, like, episode 15 of Black Clover. JC Staff, why are you trying to do, what are you doing? I just don't get it. JC Staff, I will say this, and this is why I have not rage dropped you yet, even though at this point I would, but I ain't doing it. And this is like at the 13-minute 47-second mark. God damn it, I should rage drop you, but I ain't doing it. And this is why I ain't doing it. Like, JC Staff, you do some really cool shit with the animation sometimes, like with the yin and yang of, you know, of the scent balance, and then like transition into Hayama with the sword to Hayama with the boxing, or like not the boxing, to like the fighting stance. That was freaking cool. Like, you could do some really cool stuff with the animation, but God, JC Staff, I don't know what the fuck is going on this week. Or fuck, I should say the past couple of weeks. The animation's been really jacked. Oh, JC Staff. Oh. Oh, man. 14-minute, 40-second mark. Go to page 19 of chapter 185. Oh, God, that facial expression on Yukihara's face is so jacked. Oh, it is so jacked. And even the body position is just wrong. And hold on, let me, not just that, I want to say it's too bulky, but no, I think it's because of the body position. Yukihara's body looks weird. But Hayama looks a little too bulky, but okay, I'm just gonna roll with it at this point. I think Yukihara looks a little too bulky as well, but Jesus, man. Oh, this animation is killing me. So, we're about to go into chapter 186's adaptation, and I gotta say this. Like, JC Staff, you're having the same issues that Studio Period has, they're not having it as much anymore because their animation is getting a lot better with Black Clover. But you're definitely falling into that same pattern that Studio Period was having. But the thing is that unlike Studio Period, I gotta say, this episode is probably worse than what Studio Period did at their worst, animation-wise. And the reason why I'm saying it's worse is because even though, like, they had maybe they were off by like a couple, one, maybe two character models were off, mainly like the zombies were off, Raids was off, and, what was the other one? And, yeah, 2 or 3, like, Fudge Leon's character model was a little bit off at times, but here, like, God, JC Staff, my freaking God, it's not just like 1 or 2 or even 3. It's just like multiple characters and multiple fucking shots, and it's just unbelievable. I can't believe I'm saying there's a studio that has done worse animation this season than Studio Period did with Black Clover a while back. That's saying a lot. That really is. And for those of you nerdigans that have been watching Black Clover with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so a little bit before the 15-minute mark, we're at chapter 186, and I'm liking, we're actually sticking to the manga. This is good. There's one other thing I gotta mention here that Studio Period has done different than, and this is why I will say what JC Staff is doing is worse than what Studio Period has done with Black Clover. Is the thing is what Studio Period has really yet to do is drain the personality from the Black Clover manga. Drain the personality from characters from the Black Clover series. JC Staff, you have drained like the personality from the series, and I can't believe that there is a studio worse than freaking than Studio Period right now. And that's including animation-wise. I would say Fukushima, and I could say Fukushima. What Fukushima's doing to Piano no Mori is fucking terrible because it's draining the literally like a lot of the soul from the series. But we kind of knew that was gonna happen. Something kind of had to give based on the situation going into it. And then there's what was the other one? And then there's Platinum Vision with Devil's Line, but the thing is with Platinum Vision, though, is the animation, it could be hit or miss, but, like, Platinum Vision's actually giving us a horror series, a dark series, so I just wanted to point that out. Okay, are we not going to see Kuga having tea and cookies with the twins? Like, that's bullshit. I want to see that. I want to see him sitting with Sheila and Becky having cookies and shit. That's not cool, man. But I will say this, JC staff. You see these auras that you have here. You need to utilize them. Utilize them more. Please. Please utilize them more. You should have done it soon during the flashback. You need to utilize seriously, utilize your auras and do that shit, especially when it comes to like sinister shit with the zombie. You need to do it. Something I will say that JC staff that you do well animation wise that I can't deny is you animate landscapes like beautifully. I will give you props for that. Fuck, I said Becky, I meant Berta. God damn it, I'm just so angry with JC staff right now. Like, but JC staff, where's the comedy? Like, there's so much comedy in this chapter that is being skipped. It's like, what? This scene has been skipped so far. I'll wait till the end of the episode to read it, but God, I really want this scene to be here. It's really pissing me off that it's not here right now. But, like, this is what JC staff does really well, though. I gotta talk about the explanations about, like, the juniper berries. That is beautifully animated. I like the visual explanations that JC staff gives us every week. It's gorgeous. But god damn it, like, jeez, why can't you animate everything like the visual explanations? I just don't get it. Okay, they're saying domesticated in the anime, JC staff. Okay, I don't know if this is just my subs or if this is everyone else's, but in the manga what it says, and this is on page 11, it says we're turning into his pets. But I will say the bear costumes look really, really cute. Wait, what? You're not gonna show the arena Souma moment? Wait, what? Oh my god, I'm gonna wait. Because with what Platinum Vision did with Devil's Line, they might still show it. I don't know why the studios have been teasing me lately, but god, I'm gonna wait. Okay, you see that texture at the 18-minute 32-second mark? Where was that earlier? Like, I don't understand what the problem is, like, this week, or the past few weeks, or fuck this season. Consistency is just a huge problem with anime lately. I don't get it. So now we're going into now we're going into chapter 187, and I'm really annoyed by this. I am, because I wish we would have just ended at chapter 186's, at the end of chapter 186, because there's like a really good, inner monologue, and this is during the inner monologue that Souma, has about Hayama, and it was like completely cut. And I would have rather just have had the rest of that and end with Souma revealing his dish than going into chapter 187. This is fucking stupid. And it's like a little bit after like the 19-minute mark we go into chapter 187. Okay, we gotta talk about this bear here. And this is at the 20-minute 47-second mark. This bear is fucking jacked. This bear in the face is goddamn jacked, and this bear has a fucking, like, a faux hawk going on here. I'm just mad. JC staff, what the fuck were you thinking? What were you thinking? There's so many questionable things that JC staff has done the past couple of weeks, adaptation-wise, and I still can't believe we're doing this chapter this week. This is so stupid. The bear looks cooler at the 21-minute 9-second mark, and like I will give you JC staff props for like doing like these cool space like backgrounds and shit. And I just can't believe this shit. So we're ending at the end of chapter 187, and we're not even getting the dialogue, but I just can't freaking believe this. Hold on, I'm gonna double check something, see if there's anything after the credits, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this episode, because this episode, So there's nothing after the credits after this episode. So here's thoughts on this. JC staff, this animation was fucking jacked. And I don't like how, again, similar to last week, the choices you guys made in the chapters you're adapting was really, really stupid. I just don't understand why you went this route. This was fucking retarded. What I would have done, I was fine with chapter 184 being adapted, fine with chapter 185 being adapted, and like content-wise, they were adapted really, like, I'm talking about writing, the writing was fine, for the most part. There was really nothing skipped, minus a couple of things in the flashback. But the reason why I got really mad about chapter 187 being adapted, it was for a couple of reasons. One, it would have just made more sense for next week to have, both, to show off both Souma and Hayama's dishes. That just would have made more sense to me. And second, like, you could have, there's this beautiful growing moment in her monologue from Souma that really got cut. And I'm going to read it. I don't give a fuck because I know the runtime is long, but fuck, I really don't care at this point because whatever. So it starts on the bottom, or no, it starts on page 14, the bottom of page 14 of chapter 186, and this is when Arena is with Souma on the train. Man, seriously though, a journey in a night train is really stylish. She's sure as relaxed as ever. Are you actually sure you'll be okay? You better give your best. I can't feel in the slightest bit of earnestness or seriousness from you. You better give your best in these promotion exams and make sure you make it to the other side, okay? I'll be fine, just fine. Cause there's this guy I've just got to settle the score with, and that is, it's strange, really, if you think about it. And then it goes into the, all the other stuff about Hayama and, the content with Hayama. And then it goes, that day, I'm glad I left Yukihara Diner, all to learn my own specialty. See? Specialty! JC stuff, what the fuck? Okay, this is why I'm getting mad about, I'm gonna break this down for you here. So, I mentioned this a while back, but Shokugeki no Souma manga readers, you nerds know why specialty is important, because this arc, the Regimental the Shokugeki arc, this final part of it, has been all about the specialty. So, you're not gonna, seriously, JC staff, you're not gonna show anything about the specialty. What the fuck is wrong with you? I have just been following my father's footsteps, cooking in his shadow. Someone who stands at the top of this academy's chefs. Let's see. And then, instead it just goes to thanks Hayama and stuff like that. All I gotta tell you is, JC staff, you are fucking stupid for not mentioning the specialty at all. I think it's retarded that you didn't do it. I think it's stupid that you didn't have this content in here. And I would have rather have this content than, and, like, you could have, like, introduced the concept of the specialty here. You could have done that, and you didn't do it. It just makes me mad. I would have rather had this content than the shit from chapter 187. Okay, and, like, you could have had the shit that was skipped from chapter 180, I think it was chapter 184. Yeah, from chapter 184, you could have had that stuff there. You could have I would have rather had the flashback, like all the content in the flashback there, and this here, than, have chapter 187 adapted. So here's the other problems I had. Animation, besides it being jacked up as shit, like, JC stuff, I don't know what is going on with you. You guys are not pushing it hard enough for me. you guys could, because I know you guys can do some really beautiful animation and some artwork. So I just do not know what the fuck is going on. I'm feeling like, I feel like JC staff is really hitting their rock bottom. And it sucks that it has to be here because, like, this is one of my favorite matches in this arc because of the bear meat, because I like the bear meat. And we didn't get to see, like, Kuga have the tea and shit with Berta and Sheila, and that really bugs me. And JC stuff, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking with this writing. My God, this is not a good way to start my anime week. Oh, this really isn't. I cannot wait for Yamushi Pedal tomorrow. Yamushi Pedal will rectify this terribleness that I just witnessed. I'm sorry this video is really long, but god damn it, this shit just needed to be said. I'm very curious, especially from the manga readers, what did you guys think of this episode? And I want to know from especially those that have been following my Black Clover live reactions. Do you guys think this is as bad as, I think it was episode 15 of Black Clover? Yeah, I think it was episode 15. And this is when the capital was under attack. And we saw, like, that animation was bad. Do you guys think that this is worse? The animation from here is worse than that? Because I really am thinking that. This might be the worst animation I have seen. This is worse than, I think this is worse than Studio Period. And that is saying a lot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to, let me know in the Nerdigans Inc. Discord server. That link's in the description box below. I'm telling you, just go read the Shokugeki no Souma manga. I'm really close to dropping this series because I really do not like how it's fucking up Shokugeki no Souma. But but because not a lot of people, that cover this read the manga. That's the only reason I'm still doing it, I think. So, but anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below or in the Nerdigans Inc. Discord. The link to that's in the description box below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.